Hey, everybody. Good evening, our beauties.
Hello, beauties.
Hello. I'm Tiffany Beth.
And I'm Melissa Ann.
We're best friends,
And
and
we're
we're Midnight Beauties.
Midnight
Thank you.
Beauties.
Midnight Beauties. But we don't do, somebody pointed out we're Midnight Beauties, but we don't do our show at midnight. We don't do our show at midnight. It's because we're fucking old.
We are old. But
Thanks
guess
for pointing
what?
that out, jerk.
I'm usually up after midnight. I usually fall asleep real early, and then I'm usually up from like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
And that's pretty much me too. I fall asleep and then I'm awake between 2 and 3, and then
Yeah,
I fall asleep and then I'm awake between 5 and 6, and I fall
yeah,
asleep again.
yeah.
It's called getting old and insomnia, and it sucks.
Wait, somebody said we don't do Midnight Beauties at midnight?
Yes. Why don't you do Midnight Beauties at midnight? Because we're fucking old. Our soul is dark, but our age is early.
Yeah. Why? Okay. To each their own. To each their own.
Whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So, first, before we get going, I just want to say again, thank you to Rose Petal Cottage for sponsoring Midnight Beauties.
Yeah.
If you love soaps, handmade soaps out of organic material, her soaps are amazing. They smell delicious. They make your skin feel decadent and soft. You can go to www.rose-petalcottage.com. You can find it in the link below. And thank you guys so much. And
let me tell you, her soaps leave your skin feeling so soft. I say this every time, like you smell it and you just want to eat it because it smells so freaking good. But don't eat it. Don't eat it.
No, it contains lye. That would hurt your insides. It could melt them. Don't eat it.
Yeah, no, don't eat it.
But it does smell amazing. It's perfect and beautiful.
Yep.
So thank you again to Nikki Pritchard. And you can find again www.rose-battle cottage, and that link is in the description below. Also, really quick, Sci-Fi Horror Fest, we're sold out of vendor tables. I'm so excited. We announced CJ Graham will be coming from Friday the 13th. Jason Lives. We're so excited to have him. Yeah. He's super, super sweet. We have a few more celebrity announcements coming up too. Again, we remain cautiously optimistic. And we have some amazing vendors coming. I'm so excited. We got Tattoo Shop, Nevermore Tattoo. We've got Deadly Grounds Coffee, which is hugely popular.
I am so excited. I can't wait for them to come. The last time they were around, and I did order their coffee online because I follow them on Instagram. But the last time they were around is when we had ScareCon, and that was 2 years ago, and maybe even 3. And I miss their coffee. I am just getting low on the chocolate, on the pumpkin chocolate. I think it is.
And it's so good. It's decadent. It's flavored coffee. You don't have to add flavor. It's really super flavored. It's so delicious.
And if you like Halloween theme, you are just going to love their coffee. My whole entire family is obsessed with their coffee.
It is because they bring it in a hearse, they display it in a coffin. It's fantastic. So, and then we've got toy vendors coming. James will be there with his toys. We got Christmas toys. We got Nevermore Tattoo. We got Candy Canes. We got Lauren Malloy. She'll be there. We have artists. We have Blondie's Not So Simple Syrup. We have psychic mediums coming. We have authors coming and illustrators. It's going to be phenomenal. Not to mention we're going to have workshops and panels, and you can meet the celebrities. It's going to be fantastic.
And guess what? Midnight Beauties is going to be there. So if you want to come meet us in person, chat makeup, share your tips, your secrets, maybe we'll catch a few people and have them come on live with us and, play around with a little makeup. We're thinking about maybe bringing some of our favorite eyeshadow palettes just to display and share with everybody. But yeah, come meet us.
We're going to be doing a panel, and if you guys want a makeover, we can even do a makeover.
Sure.
It'll be so fun. So that is Vernon Downs Casino, August 27th and 28th. And tickets are on sale online. If you buy them at the door, you will have to pay in cash. Cash only at the door. But tickets online all day long.
Come gamble, come eat a little bit, get some coffee, meet some famous people, some who are yet to be announced, and buy stuff. Support local, support local private owned businesses.
Support the events, man. They really
Yeah.
struggled. We struggled this year.
Hmm.
And cautiously optimistic, y'all. Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
So, with being said, we should move on. So, I'm going to go ahead and let Melissa take this over because we are going to be reviewing some palettes tonight. Cross, because of Lissa, courtesy of Lissa, she got us some palettes. And why don't you take it away and explain what dupes they are and where they're from? And
Yeah, sure. So, I was watching, I don't know, since, COVID and the pandemic and the lockdown and everything, my husband and I have become really obsessed with TikTok. I don't know if anybody else is obsessed as much as we are at TikTok. I know you and Denny tend to watch TikTok because we share back and forth. And I was watching a TikTok on there, and I would love to credit the person, but I don't actually remember who it was. But they were talking about these palettes, specifically the Romas. It's by You Can Be, and that Tiffany's got the Twilight Dusk palette, and then I got the Aroma. I mean, I have both of them, but she was holding up the other one. It's $9.99 for the palette. There's 18 eyeshadows, 4 ready to layer textures, 11 buttery mattes, 4 pure glitter, and 3 pressed pearls. I bought these off of Amazon. I actually was able to get the 2 for $20. I'm Prime, so it was free shipping, and they came in 2 days, and I had Tiffany's just right to hers, which was really nice. I'll show you the inside of the Aroma. It's really pretty. You can see like the reflex. I've actually tried them. I've tried this one and I've tried the Twilight one just to see. It's a dupe. They say it's a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette. I've never actually tried Huda Beauty palette or any of them, but her eyeshadow palettes I think range like $50, maybe even more. So we were just gonna try, some on for you tonight and see the Twilight one. Twilight Dusk has the 18 eyeshadows as well. Oops. The only thing is this one doesn't have a mirror like the other one had a mirror. This is more like the darker tones infused. This also has 18 eyeshadows. It's got 4 ready to layer textures, 8 buttery mattes, 6 pressed pearls, 3 duochromes, and 1 daring glitter. I will recommend definitely using a primer, an eyeshadow primer with these. And the ones that have like the frost or the shimmery or the chrome, I definitely would use a glitter glue. I noticed that the pigment for them, it was so-so. I mean, it's no high end compared to high end eyeshadows. Tiffany and I, we were actually chatting about this earlier today, and they're great products, and we can give you our feedback at the end after we put it on. But I figured I'm gonna try one palette on one eye, and then I'll try the other palette on the other eye.
And that's what I'm going to do too. And we can talk about it. And I haven't worn the Twilight one yet. I did wear Aromas yesterday, and I wore one eye had primer, one eye didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that the eye that had primer lasted a lot longer than the eye that didn't. And in my, and we're going to do it. We're going to put some looks on using these. My overall opinion is that as of right this minute, to me, they're kind of like, I would say it's comparable to like an LA Colors makeup, which you would find in the dollar store, which isn't a bad thing. And I think the difference though is because I think the packaging is more bougie.
Yes.
I would definitely say the packaging is far more bougie than an LA Colors, and where LA Colors is you got the clear, typical package. It looks kind of cheap, but these look more higher end.
Yeah.
But the formula, I would say, is comparable to LA Colors.
Yeah, and I don't know if You Can Be actually has their own website, most of the places that I saw, you have to get it from Amazon. You know, it's hard because I've watched different documentaries, and you have to be really careful when you're purchasing certain things off of Amazon, especially not from Amazon direct, but like third parties on there. Just because there was studies where people had ordered makeup thinking they were getting one product, and when they got it and put it on their lips, it ended up being super glue. So, you know, you just want to be very, very careful if you're not ordering it directly from the actual website. I think Amazon, maybe they must partner with YouCanby, but I did a little bit of research just to make sure before I got it, because I didn't want it to be something that I purchased and then that happened to us and we have like an infection on our eye or something like that, which that didn't happen. The color payoff, I guess we're going to see. I'm going to try doing the darker colors because I wore just the lighter colors today to work on the aroma. But you know, I would definitely say, like Tiffany said, I would compare them to like Rimmel, you know,
LA Colors.
LA Colors, Wet and Wild, although some of the Wet and Wild eyeshadow payoff is a little bit better. But I think it's also personal preference. I mean, this color palette, these color palettes, this scheme to me is absolutely gorgeous. So I think
the colors are great.
Yeah, but it's the actual ingredients that go in to make the product.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking my glasses off and I'm just gonna dig in. I'm gonna
dip into amber right there.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to go with Wandering and probably some Tease, Fairy Tale, maybe some Love Bite. You know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Oh, goody.
Get some Love Bite.
Now, I've dipped into amber twice, and as you can see, it's very, very subtle. So these are colors you can build upon. They're super, super subtle.
Is that one of the doggies?
Yeah.
Aww.
Denny's on puppy watch because, I don't know.
He was sneezing.
No, she's coughing.
Aww.
She's eating dirt.
Oh, she's eating dirt, apparently.
Oh, that will do it.
Yep.
I think when applying these, you just have to be careful because I think they could have a tendency to kind of all blend together and get muddled. So far, this looks really good.
They do a little bit. I noticed that yesterday, like, I thought I had like 3 separate colors on.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it looked like it just kind of blended into one. Which isn't, I mean, I don't know.
I like sometimes to have that definition.
I like for them to be separate as well.
Yeah. Just taking a fluffy brush and we just go just blending that out so we don't have that harsh line.
Now, I will say on the plus side, there isn't a whole lot of fallout.
No, there's not actually.
I will give them that. There isn't a whole lot of fallout, which is nice.
I'm just taking that over there. Woo, wing that out. Look at, I'm like gemming the holograms. Gem. So I don't know, anybody out there in YouTube land or in wherever land having a lot of snow? Because guess what? We were like -14 today. We live in upstate. Well, I live in upstate New York, and you live, is it the southern tier or western?
Well, that's still technically upstate New York.
You're still upstate New York?
Yeah.
And yeah, we were -14 degrees with the wind chill. I heard that we were actually colder than Alaska.
Yes, and that is not the first time. We've been colder than Canada and Alaska at some points. Now I've just dipped into Turkish Delight.
Oh, Turkish Delight.
Yes.
just darken it up, buff it out. Oh, oh, oh.
I feel bad. I don't mean to cover my eyes, but it's hard to see because this doesn't have a mirror.
Buff it out, buff it out. Then I'm just going to take a little glitter glue because I did notice that you really need some glitter glue.
I did not use glitter glue, but it probably would help.
I didn't use it this morning, but I'm going to try it right now and see. And then I'm just going to put that right on the lighter part of my eyelid.
I will say, now using this palette right here, these colors are a lot lighter than the aromas.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. The color payoff is a lot lighter.
A lot lighter.
Just put that glitter.
Which, if that's your cup of tea, that's not a problem.
No.
For you.
I think these are good, like, starter shadow packets for people.
I think, like, again, if you're looking for like a bougie vibe, the packaging is very bougie. And as for starter, I think like if you have kids that are starting to get into makeup, this would be a good starter pack for them.
I agree with that. And if you're balling on a budget, hey, this is good too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like everything is about budget. You know, not everybody can afford to pay $50, $60.
Now that glitter looks absolutely gorgeous with the glitter glue. I had the glitter on this morning and you couldn't see. Uh-oh. It's just me. I lost my partner. I will keep going. So I have that glitter right there and I'm just packing it on. The payout is actually really good. Like it looks really nice. I really like it. We'll just keep packing that on. And I just use my finger when I do it. I mean, you can use, if you want to use a brush or if you want to use something else, you can. But I just use my finger. And actually, you could see it really brings out the green in my eye. That looks really pretty. I just see, look, I just did that a little bit. Not bad. And then this part right here, I'm just going to take a little bit that underneath this part of my eye and just drag it right out. So, and how you want to do that is you want to take one of these little flat brushes like this, and this will be easier to get right underneath it to pack it. And then I'll take my fluffy brush, which is like this, and you can see, oops, I got a little glitter. So this is a Morphe brush. I actually like my Morphe brushes. I don't know what number it is, but hi, welcome back, stranger.
Thanks.
I was making it work. And
you always make it work.
I said, we're just going to keep going. And I was just sharing that these are my Morphe brushes that I got from BoxyCharm. So I'm just going to use that other color just to pack it a little bit underneath.
And I'm going to go into retrograde.
Retrograde. Ooh. That glitter glue made a huge difference.
Let's be honest, that glitter glue makes everything stick.
Yeah, it does. Nothing's going anywhere with that.
No.
I'm just going to buff that out. Buff it out. I really like that. Let's see, I'll go to the end. Look, I got glitter everywhere. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Nothing wrong with little glitter. It's the gift that keeps giving.
I guess so. And I'm going to take the Twilight and go onto my other eye. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a feeling, even though I'm using two different palettes, for some reason, it's going to come out looking very similar. because I'm usually drawn to the same shadows.
That's okay. There's no harm in that.
I'm going to do some Nefertiti. I'll do something a little bit different. I'll do some Nefertiti, some angelic. I want to try some of the cashmere because it's a darker black color, and those are usually really to get like the pigment. God bless them. These are cost. Is that Haley girl?
It is Haley Bailey.
Aww.
Well, there's my one eye. That is Twilight with one eye.
And you know, I'm just drawn to the name Twilight just because of the Twilight series.
Of course.
You know, there's
See,
no
they should have named them like Cullen and Bella and Jacob and
Oh, that would have been great. Renessa May.
Forks.
I want to go to Forks.
You realize it was filmed in Canada, though, right?
I thought it was filmed in Seattle.
No.
No? Well, I could go to Canada, but they won't let us in right now because of COVID.
Canada's smart.
Can't say I blame them.
They're smart. They're staying home doing what they're supposed to do, unlike half of America.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing how all of a sudden all the schools were going to start testing because of the yellow zone, and then how we're not in the yellow zone anymore.
We aren't, which I find is odd.
Yeah, because testing was supposed to start Monday.
Considering that our numbers keep rising.
Yep.
But we'll just ignore that. It's fine.
That green is really pretty. Wow.
That is pretty. You're doing your halo.
I'm actually really surprised.
Maybe I'll do a halo. Maybe I'll do a halo.
You should. Oh, I love that green. Oh my God, I'm addicted.
I will say this. I do like the cute little specks of like glitter that come in the multicolor. That is super, super cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go in here with Love Bites.
Love Bites.
Just reminds me of the wedding singer.
I love that movie.
Me too. I love Adam Sandler.
I do too.
And I don't care what anybody says. I fucking love Hubie Halloween.
I love that movie too on Netflix.
Yes.
James and I, my husband, we loved it.
I think it is the cutest freaking thing ever. We've actually been watching it.
Aww. I've been watching cults and a lot of serial killer stuff.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Mhm.
So have I. I've actually been watching In Defense Of with the lawyer of Ted Bundy and the lawyer of Jodi Arias and about the Waco and about the bombing at Oklahoma.
Oh, interesting. I can't wait for that series to come out about the hotel.
Oh, the Cecil Hotel.
Yeah, they're going to cover the girl that disappeared like really oddly, and they found her. She had drowned in the water tank up on top of the roof, and they have some footage of her, and some speculate that maybe it had something to do with spirits or ghosts. They don't know, but it's very odd behavior that they have video of her on the camera when she was in the hotel in the elevator, and she's getting out of the elevator and she's kind of like looking both ways. So they were thinking maybe she was running away from somebody, but it's really weird because normally like elevators shut after a little bit. This one just kind of stayed open the whole time. So it looks real, and they're going to cover other cases too, because like Tiffany was sharing with me that Richard Ramirez had stayed there, so they're going to
a lot.
I'm just seeing some of the green. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, that's called desert sand.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Now I will say it does take a little bit in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it. It does take a little to blend.
It does. You have to build it up.
And be patient.
Yeah, you definitely need a primer too, or like an eyeshadow primer.
Yeah, for sure.
That green looks wicked pretty.
It does look pretty.
Let's see here.
Okay, let me see.
Put a little bit of that underneath.
All right. All right. I'm going to go in with Eager. I like Eager. There we go. Yeah, that's good. So I did one cut crease and one halo.
Nice.
Oops.
I did one green eye and one pink eye. I'm going to take a little bit of that little cashmere. Can't tell if it's black or like a dark green.
And then
Up over there on the side. I can't wait to get contacts.
right. I would very much just like surgery.
Well,
I very
yeah.
much like LASIK.
Yeah, I would like that too.
You could probably get LASIK now. Your vision isn't that bad.
Maybe.
If I were you, I would definitely go for it.
Are they doing it now, even though?
Yes.
Yeah. Just scared of all the needles.
Right.
We'll put a little eyeliner on.
Now I'm actually going to do something different. I'm not going to put eyeliner on because I really want to give and see just how sky high that mascara can make my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
See, two different looks. Halo. Pretty subtle, actually, for what I usually do.
Looks really good.
So does yours.
Thank you. I'm obsessed with the green. I never wear greens because I have green eyes. But
Because you're not supposed to wear the same color as your eyes. But you know what? I love blue eyeshadow.
Yep.
And I have blue eyes.
I love green eyeshadow.
So, like, I feel like that's a faux pas made up by somebody who had nothing better to do.
Agreed.
So if you got brown eyes, wear brown eyeshadow. If you got purple eyes, wear purple eyeshadow.
Wear whatever makes your boat float.
I think it's the same person who made up you can't wear white after Labor Day.
Yeah. Well, I don't wear white, period, but that's okay.
I don't either. With the exception of maybe like an under tank top or something.
Yeah,
It's
or
very
like
rare.
white t-shirt on occasion, but yeah, it's very rare. So I already have that Sky High mascara on. So I don't know. Either it'll be a really good idea putting another coat on just to get the eyeshadow off, or my eyelashes are going to look like spider legs. So we will see. Well, it just kind of cleaned it up a little. I can't tell if I love this mascara or if I do like it. It does make your lashes really long.
I actually really like it.
Yeah, I do. I actually do too. For a drugstore brand, it's not. Ooh, it's not bad.
I actually, for a drugstore brand, I think this makes my eyelashes look better than a lot of the other ones.
Absolutely. So there's the finished look.
Finished. Takes a little bit to blend. It's just, and I feel like some of the colors are a lot lighter than.
They do come off a lot, like in the palette, they look really dark, but they go on a lot lighter.
A lot lighter. So, what are your final thoughts on this Huda Beauty knockoff?
Knockoff. So the You Can Be, I mean, I like it. You know, I think that if I needed to try some eyeshadows, you know, and I want, because they sell other palettes too, and if you wanted to get like an assortment of shadows, by the time, I mean, it's very comparable to other drugstore brands. It's personal preference. I mean, I like it. I think I like my problem is that I like specific colors in the aroma, and then I like specific colors in the twilight. So I wish if I could mix match those colors together, that might be better. But I mean, I think it looks good. I definitely feel like you need a primer, an eyeshadow base primer to put these on, because it's going to make the pigment of the shadow pop that much more. I
And
mean,
sustain.
yeah, I mean, it's gorgeous packaging. I mean, $9.99 and you get the mirror and then 18 shadows. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. I mean, to be blunt, if I was doing somebody's professional makeup for them for an event, I would not use this palette. I probably would pick something from my other palette, from my higher end, just because the pigment and the payoff and the wearability is going to be a lot better. But I'm not disappointed with these. I think for an everyday look, to try different things, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on the Huda Beauty palette. Actually, I want to just look up and see how much it is offhand.
Yeah. And from my perspective, like I said, the packaging, I'll show you again. I know you've showed it to you a couple times, but I'll show you again. The hood, it's kind of bougie. I mean, it looks like a packaging. I will say you can definitely tell between the higher end brand and this brand, these are very, very light.
Yeah, very light.
Holding them together actually equals the weight of one of my smaller higher end brand palettes. So that kind of speaks volumes about how much is in here, honestly, and about
I don't know if you can really see, but that's the Huda Beauty palette. So that's supposed to be the knockoff for aromas. This is $65.
Yeah. And so, like, you know, and my thing is, if you are looking for an everyday look, if you're on a budget, which we're all on a budget, and you want to feel like you spent a lot of money for not a lot of money, definitely go for it. And especially if, like, you have daughters or something that want to start out, you know, and you don't want to buy them a really expensive palette, but, you know, you want to give them something nicer that isn't going to be like in your face. It's totally worth it. And that's your money. You spend it where you want to spend it. Like I said, comparable to like LA colors at the dollar store. You definitely want to have a primer, because when I wore mine yesterday, it all kind of just faded into my skin and you could barely tell I had eyeshadow on.
That's the Naughty by Huda. So I think that's the one that's probably comparable to the Twilight. It's $65 for this one too. I've never actually used Huda, so I can't speak to it, but I know that the first palette that I showed that was comparable to the aromas, a lot of people like that one from her, but not everybody has $65 to spend. So
no. So honestly, I think all in all, 75% Midnight Beauties were approved.
yep, I would agree with that.
You know, so if you're on a budget, you're looking for something that looks bougie, and we'll give you essentially what you're looking for in the end if you actually apply the right product before you put on the eyeshadow. I absolutely go for it. It's your money, and you know, we're also bitches on a budget and we have to look good.
$9.99 is not bad. I always we look for the sales. We look for the deals. That's where we try to, you know, you know, sort of go to. But I mean, and if you're Prime, you don't have to pay for shipping, and then it came in 2 days, so you can't beat that. I don't believe you can get this at any store. It would be through Amazon, and you can buy them just individually. So if you wanted to try just the aromas, you can buy that by itself. You don't have to buy. I bought it in the package deal for $20, the 2 for $20. But I liked. They're not bad.
They're not bad at all. And so, like I said, I think it's 70, in my opinion, I'd say 75% Midnight Beauty approved.
I agree. I would say 75% Midnight Beauty approved.
Yes. So stay tuned next week, because next week we're going to be reviewing ColourPop.
ColourPop.
ColourPop, baby. So if you've been interested in ColourPop, and the nice thing is Melissa and I have some different things we got from ColourPop. So you'll get 2 opinions on different products, and it'll be great. So, and if you have any questions, or you want us to review anything, or you want to give your input, you hate it, you love it, you know, want us to, I don't know, jump off a cliff, let us know.
I'm afraid of heights, so
Comment, like, subscribe, and share. And also, we'll be doing more giveaways, so you don't want to miss that as well. So, and if you do enter a giveaway, can you at least pay attention so we can give you your product? So that would be nice.
and you know, save the date for August too, so you can come out and meet us.
Meet us. Maybe we'll do your makeup and talk, and you know, it's going to be so much fun. There's going to be a lot of wonderful people there, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah.
So, and remember, it costs nothing to spread kindness, by the way.
No.
Always be kind.
Hate, you know, there's enough hate in this world.
There is spread some love. So I'm Tiffany Beth.
I'm Melissa Ann.
We're best friends, and we're Midnight Beauties. All right, we love you guys. Remember, spread love, not hate.
Peace.
Peace out.